You just concerned about your body, you attach to your body, because you still have wrong view on your body. You still have, it's my body. So you cannot gain enlightenment this life. That's why we need to understand this first. And when sit meditation, it's to support you to have clear mind, right thinking, to support our view, our thought. Here, C is the Chalana, right? U is the Upechida. And this Bhavanga, what's their object? Karma nimitta, gati nimitta, the past object, before they die, previous life, this action, sign of action, sign of destiny, is their object. Bhavanga, this is the past object. For the Manodvara Vijana, Parikama, Ubachara, Anuloma, here God, Anuloma, right? Anuloma, this consciousness, what is their object? Miscellaneous formation. Maybe Rupa, maybe mind and Rupa, mind and matter. Right, mind and matter. Because you sit meditation, your object is maybe mind. You contemplate on your mind. Maybe you contemplate on your feeling. Right? Your vedana, your feeling. Maybe you contemplate on your this rising, falling, or maybe your breathing, or maybe one part of your body. So this object is the miscellaneous mind and matter. And Godrabu here, Godrabu. What's the object of Godrabu? Nibbana, you see. Nibbana is the object. Magga, the object of Magga is Nibbana. The object of this Phala is Nibbana. Here for the Magga, Phala is Lokuttara, right? Supramandan consciousness, the Magga, Phala. Their object, what's the object? Nibbana, right? Nibbana. Here, please note this, the Godrabu. Godrabu is the reality is the, what's Godrabu? Wholesome consciousness accompanied by knowledge, functional consciousness accompanied by knowledge is meant here Godrabu. Here, even his sense sphere, wholesome consciousness, sense sphere, functional consciousness, this Godrabu, before he gained enlightenment, this consciousness can take Nibbana as object. Just this only one can take this Nibbana as object. Understand it, right? So when we study about chapter 3, said this one group, except Arata, Magga, Arata, Phala can take all the objects. See that, right? So this Nibbana can take this object. It's not mean every consciousness. It's Godrabu. Godrabu can take Nibbana as the object. And you see it's at the bottom here, right? Prikama, Upachara, Anuloma, Godrabu is the wholesome sense sphere Chitta. See that, right? For this for the Sotapanna, Sakaragami, Anagami. And for the Magga here, Magga is the duty, is the function, destruction of defilement. Magga. When Magga arises, for the Sotapanna, Magga destroy what kind of defilement? Wrong view, dark, right? For the Anagami, dosa, aversion, right? Just this many defilements, Anagami Magga can destroy. For the Arhata Magga, can destroy all the remaining mental defilements. Phala here, Phala 2 times. What is the for the function of Phala here? For the sensualization of defilement. Magga already destroyed phala, just further
tranquilize the mental defilements again.
Look like something's burned. One with something burned. After you on the floor, the fire's burned. For maybe for 1 hour, the fire's gone. After the fire gone, the place, how come the place? Still hot. Right? What do you have to do for that? To make it cold. Pour water. Even fire's gone, still have warmth, still heat, still hot, and then you have to pour water, make it cold. The same way, it's the magga, it destroys the mental defilement, at all. But still, as little as the phala will arise, phala. That's 2 terms. 2 terms for what? For 2 terms. For average faculty. For the kin faculty, 3. Yeah. And then subside into bhavanga. This is a bhavanga vastic object. Kama nimitta, gati nimitta. This is for the thought process. Nimitta is the sign. Gati is the place. So this means karma. So I intend to explain to you next chapter, but I tell you briefly right now. Karma before you die. Everyone before we die. This karma, gati, karma nimitta, gati nimitta. The 3 kind of this thing will appear, will arise before we die. Karma look like you when you die, before you die, before you die, before maybe a few minutes, something like that. If you a good person, you used to go to the temple, go to the church, you like to do generosity, you like to do observe your precept, you practice meditation, you do chanting, you just do the good thing. Before you die, this all kind of things appear to your mind knows. And then you feel very happy about it. It's karma, action, right? Like that you do it right now. You call karma. And karma nimitta, sign of karma, it means when you sit meditation, you will see the monk, you will see the Buddha statue, you will see the flower, you will see all of your friends around you, you feel this karma, this sign of karma, right? Karma. And gati nimitta, and then after you die, you have to reborn as a human being, or maybe in heaven. If heaven, you will see the paradise, you see the mansions, celestial mansion, you see the gardens, flower, or maybe it's the angel, something like that, God. And if you become human being again, you see the place you go to be reborn. It's the house, big house, or as your mother womb, or a dress, something like that, for the good karma. We call gati nimitta, the place you reborn. And for the person, just just kill animal every day. Suppose kill animal, kill fish, kill chick, animal sell for their livelihood, So that person before they die, I just kill animal every day and sell. And I think about it. Maybe feel regret about it, sorry about that. It's karma, unwholesome karma, right? Right. And then karma nimitta, the sign of karma. Maybe the person see his knife, his material, his fish, his around. What he used to do every day, the sign of karma. And gati nimitta,
maybe he will be reborn to an animal kingdom, and then he will see
the animal. Maybe it's go to hell. maybe he sees the fires, the giants, the dogs,
follow him.
Something like that. It's the place he is going to be born. And we call Kati Nimitta. This person, when or sometimes you see the kid when he fall asleep deeply, and somebody smiles. See, right? When sleep is the time of their sleep, what consciousness? Bhavanga, right? Bhavanga. This Bhavanga, what's object take? Kama, Nimitta, Kari Nimitta, the previous life, right? So smile. See, the kid smile. This kid come from, good family, good place. We know that. Some kids, like someone's frighten him, just scared and cry. Sometimes, many times, this person is not come from the good life, because the bhavanga state is the previous object. Understand, right? Okay, now we go to for the Dharamana Niyama. This one also is very important too. The Dharamana Niyama. The Dharamana here, you already know that the Dharamana, right? Registering consciousness. How many times they arise when they arise? 2 times. Not just 2 times. Just the niyama here is in orderliness of nature. Right? Niyama, orderliness of nature. That's the rule, right? That's the rule. When they arise, how many times they arise? How many type of the Dharamana? Yeah, 11, right? 11, right? 11 type of consciousness are called the Dharamana. 3 Santirana and great resultant consciousness, 8, right? So, what kind of this the Dharamana will arise as a rule, as niyama, as orderliness of nature? So, we will discuss about that. So, firstly, so you have to know this the Dharamana to occur only at the end of sense sphere jhavanas. Only the end of sense sphere jhavanas. Sense sphere jhavanas, we already studied last week, right? It's not for just the abhidhamma jhavana, for the kama jhavana. When it's for the 5 sense thought process and mind or thought process, for the kama jhavana, right? So the Dharamana occur only at the end of kama jhavanas. That's one. And should be kama vachara being, the sense sphere being. Sense sphere being, you already know, there's the 31 kind of plane, right? Sense sphere beings mean the woeful state for human being and 6 celestial being. 11, should be sense sphere being. For the sense sphere being, this the Dharamana can arise. If for the you gain jhana magga, for the rupa, this form the sphere person, this the Dharamana can arise. So for the sense sphere being, and how many we already have? The end of kama jhavana and sense sphere being. And only in connection with karma objects. Karma object. Karma object means karma object. We already studied chapter 3, karma object. This karma, this sense sphere consciousness 54, right? And mental factors 52, and material proof by 28 because karma object. Should be karma object. And this object also should be very great, very clear. It's not clear, cannot arise. Should be. We have 4, right? Should be karma, dhyana karma jhavana, right? Kama sense sphere jhana, sense sphere being, and sense sphere object as very great object. And then Tadaramana will arise. Otherwise, no Tadaramana. Know that first, right? Now, go to the quality of object determined by way of average being. So, if the object is the anitta, anitta is undesirable. Anitta in Pali word, undesirable. If the object is the undesirable object, last week we studied about this five standard thought process, Panja, Dvara, Vijana, Sambharijana, Sandirana, right? So what kind of this Panja, Dvara, Vijana, just only one. There's no problem about this for this one. Panja, Dvara, Vijana, right? Only one. For the Sambharijana, we have two. Sambharijana, two, right? What kind of Sambharijana here? See here. Sambharijana and for the Sandirana, two, right? Sandirana, two. And Tadaramana, retention or registering consciousness are akusala vipaka. Should be here, akusala vipaka. It's not kusala vipaka. Even we call Tadaramana, two terms arise. Just normally we just Tadaramana two terms. But exactly we have to know what type of the dharamana. So if it's the undesirable object, it's the dharamana should be agusala vipaka. What's agusala vipaka? Just ubekha sandirana only one, right? The dharamana, right? The dharamana. And for sandirana should be sandirana is one, sandirana ubekha, right? Ubekha. And for Itta is meant here desirable object. If desirable object, this Sambharijana, Sandirana, Tadaramana should be kusala vipaka. Right? Kusala vipaka. You know that, right? Kusala vipaka. This is a kusala vipaka. Sambharijana, Sandirana, and the Dharamana will arise. Ati Itta here, Ati is a very extremely desirable object. If extremely desirable object, what kind of consciousness will arise? Kusala vipaka, here kusala vipaka. For Sambharijana, just only have this Ubekara, Sambharijana, Sandirana here, special. Sambharijana here, Somanasa, accompanied by Somanasa. As for the Dharamana, what kind of Dharamana here? Kusala Vipaka. Right? Kusala Vipaka here. Yeah, Sandirana here two, right? Two and Mahavipaka here. This for the rule, for the rule. Very detailed, Our thought process of the Javana when the Dharamana arises, what type of the Dharamana, or Kusala Vipaka, or Akusala Vipaka, or Ubeka, or Somanasa, or something like that. Exactly, it's mentioned here. As I told you a few weeks ago, this desirable, undesirable object depend on the person. But we make the decision is desirable object is for ordinary person. If most people call this desirable object, we should accept it. But for some. As I told you, that is the excrement, for the dog, it's desirable object for them. So, not for us. Just another, concept. You have to think about that. For the Javana here. Javana. If the Javana, we have sense sphere Javana, how many ones? 29. Abhidhamma Javana, 26. Right? 26. Still remember that, right? Sense sphere Javana, 29. Sense sphere sublime Javana, 26. So, after this, the Javana arises, what kind of the dharamana will follow? Here Javana we have Somanasa, Ubekha. Right? The dharamana also we have Somanasa, Ubekha. So, what the dharamana will follow the Javana as a rule here. Here, Somanasa Kriya. See that, right? Somanasa Kriya here. Somanasa Kriya. How many ones? 4. Somana Kriya. And it's the Smabrujin consciousness 1. 5, right? See that, right? 5. The 5. Somanasa Kriya. After Somanasa Kriya arise, what type of the dharamana will follow? Somana the dharamana. Somanasa the dharamana here. The dharamana, we have to know that Sandirana and Mahavipaka because the dharamana, right? So Somana the dharamana should be followed. How many one we have here? 5. The dharamana will follow this Somanasa Kriya as a rule, right? If the Javana is Ubekha Kriya, if the Ubekha Kriya here, functional consciousness accompanied by indifferent 4, right? If the Javana, what type of dharamana will follow? Ubekha dharamana will follow, right? Ubekha dharamana. Ubekha dharamana, how many one here? Here, 5. Here, 2 Ubekha Sandrana and 4 Ubekha Mahavipaka, right? So, if Domanasa here, Javana arise, what type of the dharamana will follow? See that, right? If you get angry with someone, it's dosa Javana will arise. After dosa, Javana, 7 times. After 7 times, the dharamana 2 times arise. What type of the dharamana will arise? Ubekha. Very, very tedious, right? Ubekha. So this Ubekha 6, right? Will arise. So if Kama Ujara Kriya, Ubekha 4. Kama Ujara here, sense sphere, Ubekha 4 here, arise. The dharamana should be Kama Ujara, Vibhaga, Ubekha 4. Is that right? The dharamana 4. And Sandirana Ubekha 2 here. Sandirana Ubekha 2. Together, plus 6 will arise. See the chart. Already mentioned the chart, right? See that, right? If Domanasa Javana arise, how many the dharamana will arise? Same, 6. If Kamavajara Kiriya Somanasa 4, Hasitu Bada 1, 5 Javana arise, how many dharamana follow? 5. If the 6 is wrong, should be Kamajara Vipaka Somanasa 4, Sandirana Somanasa 1, together 5. Correct. Right? Correct. It's not 6, it should be 5. See that, right? In the chart. Should be 5. If the Lobha Javana A Moha 2 here. Lobha A Moha 2 as a Javana, how many the dharamana will follow? Or the dharamana 11, one of those can follow. Right? If Kama Jara Kusala A, here Kama stands here, beautiful consciousness A as Javana, at the dharamana or 11, the dharamana will follow. This is the rule for what, object or what jhana if arise, what type of dharana will follow. Here, the thought process with gas bhavanga, this is a problem. One kind of problem. This is the thought process with gas bhavanga. Ati mahanda. Ati is a very, right? Ita is desirable, very desirable object. And mahanda is a very desirable object too, mahanda. So here, a is means atita bhavanga, right? Past bhavanga. C is means vibrating bhavanga. U is means rest bhavanga. P is means panchadvara vajana, first and elevating consciousness. CK is means Jaku Vijnana eye consciousness. Sa is Samprichana, receiving consciousness. ST is means Sandirana, investigating consciousness. V is means Vatabana, this Monodara Vijnana, mind or adverting consciousness or determining consciousness. J is means Javana. So after Javana, you say R, A, right? A, B, H means Aganduka Bhavanga. Aganuga is mean gas. I guess if you say Aganuga coming, it means the gas coming. In Pali word, Aganuga is mean gas. Here is mean Aganuga bhavanga. Here. This is the problem here. If the person his relinquishing consciousness accompanied by somanasa, right here. This is very important. There's only one problem here. This great resultant consciousness A, right? You can call sense sphere, resultant consciousness A. How many somanasa we have? Four, right? If the person is relinquishing rebirth consciousness, is somanasa here. Is somanasa here. Look at here. Somanasa, right? This adida bhavanga, bhavanga charana, bhavanga ubicheda here. Three of bhavanga should be somanasa, right? Somanasa. Okay, somanasa. And then, for example, very clear example with the Devadatta. The Buddha is the first cousin, Devadatta. This Devadatta, the Buddha father, or the Buddha mother and Devadatta father is the brother sister, the same parent. Right? First cousin. He become a monk. And by his meditation,
he gains jhana.
He gets the super intellect, He can show his psychic power, this Devadatta. And later on he get, so angry with the Buddha. And because he wants to become a leader. And try to kill the Buddha many times. This Devadatta. Try to kill the Buddha. And cause the schism in the Sangha communities. And, the end of his life, just the earth swallow him to Avicii and hell until now. We believe that. So, his bhavanga is somanasa. His relinquishing consciousness. Because relinquishing consciousness and bhavanga are truly the same, right? Same stuff, somanasa. So when he sees the Buddha here, the Buddha is what kind of object? Very desirable object. Very desirable object, right? And then we see the Buddha and Jaku Vijnana, right? Sambrichana, Sandirana, Vatamana, Javana. What kind of Javana will arise for this Devadatta? Domanasa. Get any Buddha, Domanasa, right? Domanasa. So when Domanasa arrives 7 times, and then what kind of the Dharamna will follow this Javana? So Look at the rule here. If after Domanassa, what kind of Dadaramana will arise? Ubekha, right? Ubekha. So you see, if we follow after this Domanassa, Ubekha Dadaramana arise, but another one is here's the Bhavanga is Somanassa. If Somanassa, Bhavanga should be the same. Cannot be Ubekha. Right? He's relinking this this consciousness. He's the Bhavanga, is the Adida Bhavanga, past Bhavanga, vibrate Bhavanga, rest Bhavanga, is Somanassa, right? You see that, so S-O, right? Right, S-O. Somanassa, right? If Somanassa, when after Javana, when Bhavanga subsides into the Bhavanga, this Bhavanga also should be Bhavanga, the same. It's identical, should be the same, Somanassa. But here just after Domanassa should be Ubekha. It's a problem, right? Should be Ubekha. Which one we have to follow then? If we follow it's the Somanassa, but after Domanassa should be Ubekha, it's mentioned here. If we follow after Dosa, it should be Ubekha, but he's the ordinary